Hello, friends. It's Cindy, and I hope everybody is doing well at home. I know we'd rather be in school, but unfortunately, we cannot be right now. But I hope to see you very soon. But in the meantime, I'm going to be reading you some stories that you can also find on the Google Classroom. And today I'm going to read you Such a Little Mouse. Okay, Such a Little Mouse. Way out in the wide world, there is a meadow. In the middle of the meadow, under a clump of dandelions, there is a hole. And way down deep in the hole lives a mouse. Such a little mouse, with his smart gray coat, with his ears pink as petals, with 3 twitchy whiskers on each side of his nose. Every morning in the spring, 1, 2, 3, he pops out of his hole. Such a little mouse, off he goes into the wide world. He sees a snail climbing up a fern. He watches the busy bees on the clover blossoms. Busy, busy, bzzz, says the bees. He hears a woodpecker, rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat, hammering a tree. The little mouse looks at himself in a puddle. Hello, self. What does he see here? He sees his reflection, right? These are pretty thick pages. When the day is done, he brings a little round seed home in his mouth. Wow, look at his beautiful, beautiful home. He packs it away in his storeroom way down deep in his hole. Every morning in summer, 1, 2, 3, he pops out of his hole. Such a little mouse. Off he goes into the wide world. Such a cute mouse. He watches the beavers working in the pond. He visits a toad who lives under a flower pot. It's dark in here, says the little mouse. That's the way I like it, says the toad. He sees a prickly porcupine. When the day is done, he brings a sprig of watercress home in his mouth. He packs it away in his storeroom way down deep in his home. But it looks like a home because his home looks beautiful, right? Even though it's in a hole, he made it really nice. He made shelves. He has special things on his shelf, food for him. He has his acorns. He has his hazelnuts. He has lots of stuff to help him. Each morning in autumn, 1, 2, 3, he pops out of his hole. Such a little mouse, off he goes into the wide world. What do you think he's going to find today? It looks a little windy. There's lots of leaves out in autumn. Can't grab the pages. He tunnels under the pile of leaves. Rustle, 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 rustle go the leaves. He feels the autumn wind tickle his whiskers. Winter is coming, whispers the wind. Remember when we go in the leaves and you hear the crunching of the leaves and you guys were throwing leaves at each other? I remember. He watches the geese flying overhead. Honk, honk, they cry, winter is coming. He sees a line of tiny ants marching along. The little mouse puts his petal pink ear close to the ground. Winter is coming, says the tiny ant voices. When the day is done, he carries an acorn home in his mouth. He packs it away in his storeroom way down deep in his hole. So he has a lot of supplies for the winter, right? So he will be able to eat during the winter. One morning when the little mouse pops out of his hole, it is winter. The grass and the flowers and the weeds are gone. Snow covers the meadow and the trees. Brrr, says the little mouse. Back he goes down into his warm hole. He makes a loaf of acorn bread. Wow, nice. Look at that. He makes seed and watercress soup. Look at that. Look at him cooking. I hope you help mommy cook at home too, because that's really great. He snuggles up under a little moss blanket with a book of mouse tales. Such a little mouse, all snug and warm, deep down in his hole until spring. The end. That was a nice story, right? I took this out of our library. I'm going to get a few more books that I can read to you, okay? So at least you can see my face and know that I miss you a lot. All right? See you soon.